Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a good day today. We're going to be talking about some Dawn of Man. In particular, we're going to be talking about the Stone Prestige achievement and how to get that. As you can see, as of right now, only 1% of players have this, but I'm hoping that number is going to go way up because everybody's going to see this video, going to hit that subscribe button, the like button, head over to Dawn of Man and get this achievement for yourself. Why only 1% of players have this achievement? Well, I think there are a couple main reasons why, but the primary reason is because you're not going to get this achievement just playing normally. If you're just playing a normal playthrough, which me and the vast majority of players that played on a man obviously enjoy doing, you're not going to get this achievement because you're going to get to the Copper Age and you're going to go into the Copper Age and you're going to lose the ability to earn Stone Prestige achievement because you're not going to have 900 prestige. The total prestige you can have for your settlement is 1,000, so you need 90% of your total prestige in the Stone Age. You're not going to get that unless you are playing for this achievement. So that's one of the reasons, the main reason why this number is so low. You're going to need to play for this. Alright, so let me give you a couple of tips to get this, to make it easier for you than it was for me. Alright, so you can see by my settlement here that I wanted to go the structure route. Now, my degree's in finance, I've done accounting, I've always been in numbers. That's kind of my brain process now, I think. So I see 900 prestige and I see buildings and structures that give me X amount prestige. I just want to put these buildings and structures together to equal 900, right? Pretty simple. Well, you can do that, but the math doesn't math. I kind of noticed this because you can see with my settlement, I've got several stone circles, right? Megalithism is the last tech you get for prestige in the Neolithic era. So I was thinking, hey man, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use megalithism and megaliths to get my points. If you raise just a normal megalith, you get 5 points. If you build a dolmen though, that's 3 megaliths, you get 20 points. So nearly 7 prestige instead of just 5 prestige per stone, right? So that's what I want to do, dolmens instead of just a regular monolith, right? Well, no, if you look at stone circles, you need 6 megaliths, but you get 10 prestige because you get 60 prestige for the stone circles. So that's 10 each. That's what you want to do. So that's what I did, as you can see. But after your first one, the additional ones you build do not give you 60 prestige. Now, yeah, I probably could have went down like a Reddit hole or something like that and see how prestige breaks down. I'm sure there's a thread out there that covers it, but I'm also sure I had no interest in that and just wanted to play it. That's another reason why this is so low, because most people aren't going to do that. They're not going to care to do that. They're just going to see that they put up a stone circle and they don't get 60 prestige for it. And I didn't notice it when I was building that big line of totems that you see there, because early in the game, you're putting up skull poles and totems and they're worth 1 prestige and 3 prestige. So as my settlement's growing, I don't really notice anything different because prestige is growing as I'm building this stuff, right? Well, you start noticing when you start putting up several big structures, though. Good example is a dolmen. 20 points, I put up a dolmen, I should get the achievement, but I don't. But it's like because you don't get 20 points when you build the structure like it says. It just doesn't work that way. So a tip I would give you is do not do what I did with my settlement. Do the exact opposite. Your people is the primary. If you want to get your prestige up, you need to get your population up. So where you see I have that long row of totems, that needs to be housing. You need to have a ton of housing, a ton of people, and you need to make your people happy. A way to get your prestige up is to have a lot of food in your settlement. Well, the Neolithic is where you got to stop, but that's where you start doing your farming, right? So you have access to being able to get goats, sheep, and pigs. Well, in Dawn of Man, sheep is your cash cow. Now, yeah, there are actual cows in the game, but the sheep is the business in this game. You get your meat, you get your raw meat, you get your raw skin, and you get your bones when you slaughter them. But you also get wool from them, a ton of wool. And I basically use wool as currency in Dawn of Man. I just set my sheep limit high. I set my limits for wool and wool cloth high, and that's what I trade with. And sheep are basically breed like rabbits, so you'll have a ton of sheep before you know it. Sheep and pigs in this game are insane. But pigs don't have the trade. You could trade sheep and you could trade pigs, but you can't produce anything like milk or wool off pigs. So for me, for the stable space, I want sheep and I want goats so I can get cheese also for my people. For your prestige, your food, get them a lot of food and get them a lot of options, get them more prestige. Also, you want to make sure your people have clothing. This is where sheep also come into big play here. Instead of using dry skin to make clothing, you're now going to be using wool and giving your people better clothing, more prestige. They're going to be happier. And you're going to have that raw skin to do other things. You're going to need to keep your housing up until you can get them upgraded to huts, which you will do, but that takes time to do. And you'll have plenty of raw skin that you can dry for that, and you can also use to make leather so that you can make warm clothing for your people. You want to make sure that your people have adequate clothing for your numbers. Be a little over, because you can always trade clothes. I don't necessarily myself do that tactic, but I want to always try to have more clothes than that people. That's going to help you keep your prestige up. So basically, do the opposite of what you see here in my settlement. Do not make it about structures. Make it about your people and keeping your people happy and trying to keep their workload down to a balanced so that they can take care of their needs. You keep everybody's needs taken care of. You keep them happy. You keep them well fed, well clothed. You get a bunch of people and you're going to see your prestige grow. You're going to be happier and you're going to get that achievement done a lot quicker than I did, and you're not going to have the frustrations that I had on my playthrough that I had basing on structures. I got fed up with that and just went with people. That's another reason why this number's so low, because the numbers don't number and people get agitated with that and they just say screw it and go on. Don't just say screw it. Stay with it. Get that number above 1%, guys. And please subscribe to the channel and give me a like if you like. YouTube does not like little channels, but hopefully you like little channels. All right, guys. I hope this helps you, and I hope to see this number goes up.